How's it going out there, YouTubers? Cybernex Shark here with another new movie review for you. So let's get right into this review and see what I watched. So last Friday, I had the pleasure of checking out a new awesome DC animated cartoon film that my good friend Christoph had loaned me the copies of these Batman animated cartoons I hadn't seen yet. And the first one I actually ended up watching and checking out was an awesome DC classic original movie that is based off the original 1966 Batman movie and also starring the late great Adam West. And that is the Batman Return of the Caped Crusader. Now, this awesome animated film was, like I said, just like the original 1966 TV series. And it was like super hilarious and funny, and it totally brought me back to when I watched that as a kid and just thought it was so stinking funny and just a really fun and all-around silly Batman version. Similar to like when Joel Schumacher did those few Batman films in the 90s along with Tim Burton. Those all films kind of followed suit, unlike Christopher Nolan's three film trilogy that he did of The Dark Knight with Christian Bale. It's a lot more serious and dark with those compared to these. And I thought these were fantastic because simply the fact that they were entertaining and funny and goofy and just fun. I didn't want to take it seriously because I think Batman's just a really awesome DC character and superhero. And you don't have to be serious to be an awesome superhero. So I thought that the original show was really awesome. So when they decided to do a couple animated films with the original voice cast of those who were still alive at the time, I thought it was really awesome. But this was really funny, like I said. It was really awesome. It has the same, like, caption things going pow, sock, bam, and stuff like that. That was really awesome. But this film is directed by Mr. Rick Morales. Now, Rick Morales actually really hasn't done a lot of directing. He's actually directed a few other animated features, but mostly has done a lot of writing and producing of animated films for DC, Lego, and so forth. But a couple that he actually recently directed and that are considered kind of bigger hits and were direct-to-DVD type of deals. One of the films that he's directed is a direct-to-DVD film that features Lego characters or Lego versions of a great cartoon series of Scooby-Doo. And that is the film Lego Scooby-Doo Haunted Hollywood, which looks kind of interesting and looks kind of funny. I'm looking forward to checking it out eventually. I haven't seen it, but it looks pretty funny because I absolutely love Scooby-Doo and think Scooby-Doo is one of the best cartoons of all time. And just to make it into like a Lego animated film, unlike the regular animated films they've made over the years, that just sounds funny and interesting. And with how good Rick Morales did with this, I thought that'd be interesting to check out. He also did another Lego variation film and direct-to-DVD about Marvel superheroes. Another film that Rick Morales directed, and it's another direct-to-DVD animated film by DC, and that is the Lego Justice League Comic Clash, which I've heard is interesting and funny too as well. It looks kind of interesting too. I mean, it's DC superheroes. It's supposed to be the Justice League. Looks kind of funny. I've seen the trailer and it kind of looks awesome. Like really action-packed for a Lego film. Kind of along the lines of Lego Batman movie and Lego the movie. And it just looks kind of fun, so I'm really interested in looking at that too, besides him having directed this awesome Batman and the other Batman film that they made, the animated ones. But I thought Rick Morales did a really good job with this Return of the Caped Crusader. He really brought back what, if you remember and watched the original Batman TV series, he brought it back and brought it into animated form and made it super funny and super fun and entertaining again. The addition of bringing back Adam West, Burt Ward, and Julie Newmar, the last few characters that were still alive of the original cast members, which is awesome and fun too, because you totally were thinking, oh my gosh, that's Batman, that's Adam West Batman, and that's, you know, Burt Ward Robin, and that's Catwoman Julie Newmar. You're like, this is awesome. And him bringing them back and doing this and kind of giving us a new addition to the awesome universe of the original 1966 Batman TV series was just fun, and he did a really good job, and I think he's got some pretty good directing chops. And it'll be interesting to see if he does anything bigger or any bigger features or any more DC animated universe movies as well, because he did a really decent job with these. and I really enjoyed it, and he did a good job. Now, like I said, this awesome film brings back 3 of the original and few of the last people that were still around during the time of taping this, of that original Batman series. Now, of course, we brought back the awesome and amazing Batman himself, Mr. Adam West. Now, unfortunately, Adam West passed away last year in June from leukemia, but he still was able to do the voiceover in this, and one last voiceover for the sequel to this, called Batman vs. Two-Face. But at the same time, the awesome Adam West was just, he is Batman to us. A lot of us, and those that grew up with it, were like, that's Batman, not Val Kilmer, not Michael Keaton, not Christian Bale. This is, Adam West is the original and only real Batman. And bringing him back and doing the voice again was just super awesome and fun. So amazing and stuff like that. But a couple other things that Mr. Adam West has been in that I really enjoyed and thought he was really good in. One of those films that he did was an awesome and amazing, just awesome B movie from the 50s that was just super hilarious and just really awesome, and one of those true classic like B kind of adventure films. And that's the film Robinson Crusoe on Mars, which was an interesting, fun flick. He was really awesome, and I really enjoyed him as Robinson Crusoe, and I thought he just did a really good job of portraying that character. Because the only other portrayal I've seen of Robinson Crusoe is actually Dick Van Dyke's version of it from the 1960s Disney adaptation of the character. And I just thought they did a really good job with it, and I thought the film was really fun and entertaining, and Adam was really awesome in it. Another awesome movie that Adam West was in and that he lent his voice to, and is just a really awesome Disney Pixar animated film, and that's the film Meet the Robinsons. Now, Meet the Robinsons just was a testament to its time back in 2007. Just a really amazing and great CGI work in the film. Just a really fun animated film, and just was really interesting and fun. But Adam West given a voiceover to the role and to that movie was really awesome, because he really brought to life that character he played, and he really gave the film some awesome entertainment and great value to the film, because you have such an awesome legend that you get to, do a voiceover for you in a movie, and it really pops that character and makes that character be a whole and become like super awesome in the role, and just give us a really cool character and really bring the whole movie together. So Adam West did a really amazing job with that role, and really bringing the entertainment value and just bringing that movie to a whole and making it so good. I mean, even if he hadn't done a voiceover in it, I still think it would have been a fantastic film, but he made the film even more fantastic by being in it. He was just really awesome. But with his voiceover work in the awesome Batman Return of the Crusader, he was awesome again. He was once again Batman. He brought that same edge that he had back in the 1960s, and just gave us that same funny voice, and just really represented Batman again and showed that he is Batman. It was just fun to hear his voice again as Batman, and just fun. I love the animation that they did for Batman in this, and it really does look like Adam West back in the 60s. They did a really good job, and just really fun to hear him do the voice one last time before he unfortunately passed away. We also have returning from the original TV series and doing a voice in this film is Mr. Burt Ward. Now, Burt Ward really hasn't done anything else besides the Batman TV series, but he was as Robin in the awesome Batman TV series movie that they came out with after the first year or first season of the awesome TV series was on. But other than that, he really didn't do much other than some other TV shows, little small parts in TV roles and stuff like that, like a Matlock and stuff like that. Really not many movies that he's been in, but he's done a lot of voiceover work over the years. But when I was watching the film and Burt Ward started doing the voice again of Robin, I couldn't believe how much he sounds still the same. I was really blown away, because he really sounds exactly the same, and he got the dialogue down so correct, so awesome, and just did a really amazing job with the role. He really brought Robin to life again from the 60s, and it was just a great pleasure. It was really awesome, really fun, and he made the film entertaining again. It was just really nice to see both of them working together again, and bringing such an awesome dynamic duo together of this Batman and Robin. Just really fun and awesome. We also had returning from the original TV series, but who wasn't in the actual movie that they made after the first season. But she did play Catwoman in the TV series, and that is Miss Julie Newmar, who is awesome and still fabulous at 83. She is just, I can't believe how good she looks and how awesome she still is doing. And just, she really brought that voice of Catwoman again to the role. But a couple things that Julie Newmar has been in that were really fantastic films are such films as the awesome 1950s film Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, which was a really awesome musical, kind of along the same lines as like Oklahoma and Sound of Music, Mary Poppins a little bit similar to. A lot of those shows or those types of movies back during the 50s and 40s and stuff like that, very similar, and it was just a really fantastic film. And Julie Newmar didn't have a super huge role in the film, but still, her role was really fantastic and made the film very enjoyable and entertaining. Another film that Julie Newmar was in that was also considered a huge cult classic, and that came out back in the 40s, I believe, if I remember correctly. Either the 40s or 50s. It might have been the 50s, I think, again. But was considered, like I said, a huge classic. And that's the film Little Abner. Now, Little Abner, I'm not too familiar with. I've heard of it. I've seen the trailer for it, but I haven't actually watched the film. But from my understanding of what I've read, Little Abner is probably one of Julie Newmar's greatest roles. She was really fantastic in it. She was actually, I think, nominated for a Golden Globe for the role. She was just really awesome and really good in it. She really brought to life the character she played and just was a really awesome character in the film. But in Return of the Caped Crusader, Julie Newmar brought back Catwoman once again, made her that sexy, sultry character she was back in the 60s. And even with just the animation and her doing the voice again, you still thought it was her from 1966. She really has not changed. Her voice really hasn't changed too much. She still pretty much sounds the same. She still has that sultry sound to her voice and that, sex appeal that she had that made her so, known for Catwoman. And just made it a really interesting film. Unfortunately, majority of the other voiceover characters in this film are of newer guys that have been doing different voices for the characters for many years now since the original characters passed away. But they did an okay job. I didn't really care for the guy that did the voice of the Riddler. I didn't really feel he sounded like Frank Gorshin's character. And I was kind of sad about that. But other than that, I thought everyone else did a fantastic job doing the voiceovers in the film. And it just, all around, it was just a great and awesome, bringing back animated classic and TV series that was just fun and enjoyable. It was really nice to see these characters again in this form, bring back that 1966 TV series feel, and it was just really fun, really well done. I'm sure Bob Kane, if he was alive today, he'd be very proud of what his characters have gone on to do, and, especially with the Christopher Nolan roles, and then, of course, this he probably would find fantastic, I believe. He just, he really brought together Batman. He created him and made him such an awesome icon, and they've just brought Batman to life, and they really brought him to life again in this with Adam West doing it a couple of final times, and just really made the awesome Batman again. I just was really impressed with it. I really liked the animation too in it. Thought it was really well done. Just really awesome. I love that slapstick humor to this and just how kind of things go wrong in this and things like what happens with Batman and like how he starts thinking and stuff is so super funny. Super great. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's worth the watch. Really funny. Really decent, and especially if you're a huge fan of the original TV series, definitely check it out. It's really fun. But if you're not familiar with what Return of the Caped Crusader is about, basically, it leaves off where the show kind of ended. Just, Batman and Robin still, are Batman and Robin, kicking crimes, and basically, they, encounter their same original enemy foes, Catwoman, Penguin, Joker, Riddler, and they have to basically stop them and save the city. And unfortunately, in their pursuit of doing this, Batman gets scratched by Catwoman and gets put under almost like this spell. And it's a slow spell that basically makes him kind of go crazy and start doing things against his nature. And basically, Robin and Catwoman have to work together to bring him back and to stop Batman from doing the crazy stuff he's doing and save the day. So, it was a pretty cool story. I thought it was really awesome and funny. Super silly. Very 1966 retro, too, again. like the classic TV series was. You know, some of those dance scenes that they did in the original series, they kind of did that in this film too. Thought it was really awesome. Definitely, like I said, a must see. Definitely check it out, people. It's so fun, especially if you like the original film and TV series and just love Batman in general. Kenny Griffin, and it's fun. It's really awesome, really funny, really cool. I was really impressed with it. I liked it more than I thought I was going to, and I was really actually impressed with the animation as well. So if you haven't seen this, go ahead, check it out, people. It's worth the watch. Really fun. I give this one 6 golden movie boxes up. Most definitely, 6 golden movies. I definitely like the sequel better, but this one, yeah, I definitely give 6 golden movie boxes up. Real fun, real interesting, and definitely decent and fun and entertaining. So that's it for this awesome movie review, folks. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, and always, thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here, or if you've been here before and haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss one of these awesome videos I do, or any of the awesome videos I put up. And as always, keep your eyes out for any older, newer videos you might not have seen mine yet. And as always, check out that awesome link down about the awesome Horror Pack. Now, Horror Pack is an awesome subscription service similar to Loot Crate or ThinkGeek that comes right to your door every month of awesome horror films. Now, you can either get it in DVD format or Blu-ray format of 4 awesome movies. And also, each random box comes with an awesome, amazing limited edition you can't get anywhere else. So if you're big into limited editions, this is the box for you. And as always, if you're interested in signing up for that, or if you are going to sign up for it and you're watching this video, let me know down in the comments so I can hook you up with a discount on your first month. And as always, catch you next one.